clients on LinkedIn. Just one more little technical button there I wanted to push with our guest today and our mindset coach and breakthrough coach here at Ninja Growth Strategies, Andrea Brandon. Hi, Andrea.
Hello.
Hi, welcome everybody to this special Facebook Live goal setting workshop and planning session for 2019. I'm so excited to be able to do this, and now that I've been a coach for 19 months now, and I've launched my coaching business to $25,000 per month in the first 8 weeks, and I've consistently ranged between 25 and 50K just from my one LinkedIn profile. And so I want to, that is what's realistic for me, and it's also been realistic for many of our other new coaches as well. And so that's just always some of the questions people want to do. Should I set my goal? A lot of our clients, should I set my goal at 50,000 per month, or should I set my goal at 100,000 per month, or should I just set it for 25 or even 10? But that's what it is that we kind of, our clients ask, and it's really finding that sweet spot of what motivates you, and also what is realistic, what you feel that you really can make happen. And so that's why I just kind of wanted to get on here, and I will share kind of as we go, I'll share some of the goals that I have achieved and where it made sense that I was really set them too low even, or where it made sense, to kind of how it worked. And so, and also, your goal for now and your stretch goal. And also, I will let you know exactly how, map out the plan for you, exactly how you can do that, at least $25,000, $30,000 per month consistently from one LinkedIn profile. If that was what your goals are, we can, see how we can make that your reality. So just kind of wanted to let you know what is possible out there in the online space as well. When you are selling the right thing, you're charging the right thing, you believe the right things, and you're able to show up and get out there and get off your ass and provide value for your clients. And so that's what it is that I'd like to talk about. And so Andrea is going to be joining us, and she's our mindset coach, and she's an expert. She's got her own coaching business and helping people bust through their limits. And so she's going to share some wisdom for us about that, and I'll just kind of sprinkle in some stories and some real results that from me and also from our clients, what has been possible, to let you guys know really what is realistic when you're trying to set that sweet spot figure. So Andrea, share with us, share your wisdom.
Okay, well, I want to start because I already what you're talking about as far as goal setting, and it's so important there's a fine balance between realistic goals and that long-term vision. And you mentioned a sweet spot. There's definitely a sweet spot. And the best way to go about finding that sweet spot is to actually work backwards. So you start with the larger vision. You start with that 3-year vision that you have for your business. What does it look like when it's all working out? And really feel into that. What is that like for you? What does life look like? Because it's not just about your business. Your business is a piece of the pie. We want to know, and Myranda and I have talked before about the importance of when you put a dollar amount on that, what does that translate to in every other area of your life? Why that point? Why that 25K a month? What does that do for you? How does that translate? Because the money is the energy that's going into every other area of your life. So it's really important to have that larger vision. From there, then you scale back and you say, okay, so our goals that Myranda's referring to, like our monthly goals, is really asking the question, what is one action step I can take now that moves me in the direction of that vision? Because when we work the other way first and we start with the small goals, then it's all about willpower. And we know how that works. Like anybody who's ever tried a diet, you go in strong, you go in full force, a lot of steam, and then you kind of, putter out. When it gets too rough, when you get too tired, when there's too many excuses, you drop the ball. Whereas when you have this bigger vision, then when you start to feel like your energy's waning, you tap back into that. It refuels you, and then you keep moving towards those daily, weekly, monthly goals. Does that make sense?
Yes, that does. It's always, you got to be a different person as well, mentally and strategy wise too. Like the goals that got me to that initial, 25,000, which was my initial goal. And then 100,000 per month was my next step goal. And to be honest, I have not hit that $100,000 per month. But for my one LinkedIn profile, I've been consistently doing between 25 to 50K a month with that. And that is what it is that is possible, using that one. And so you're able to, I hit that goal, that initial goal quickly, and have been able to maintain. The first year was some mindset issues to keep going through. And also I've had some scaling issues as I've added on sales teams and as I've added on other coaches and to help me as well here. But I launched that as an evergreen program and stepped right into it and really built it as I went and, achieved those goals quickly. But now it's always, you've got to be a different, there's new strategies that we're adding, new strategies that we're considering to get to that next level. So that's why you want to make sure that, I guess, your initial goals, you have that initial strategy to get there. And then it's achievable very quickly.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is. And when you, and again, this is another thing that you've been big on, is the importance of your why. And always having that back there, because like you said, what happens when you reach that first goal? And it's like, then what? If it was too close, like you said, it wasn't big enough. And then you reach that goal, and then what's the next step in that? So yes, we can keep making goals, but all of those goals have to have an end game. It has to have that larger vision behind it. And that's what kind of keeps us on track of what goals make sense, what goals are logical, and what goals are too far down the path. Because you're right, there's mindset work that has to be done on that journey, because you're transforming not only your business, but how you show up to your life. We show up very differently making 25K a year versus 25K a month. That's a very different, mindset, and again, personality, just who you're showing up as in your life looks very different in those two spaces.
Yes. Yes, I agree. And then to keep it up to that next level, of 100K per month, it is just always, your lifestyle will change, but also what beliefs and habits and strategies do you need to be executing daily to get you to that? I mean, it's not rocket science, especially the beauty of it here in the coaching. I teach other business coaches to accelerate their growth and step right into a six-figure a year business and to be able to, really get things going with their business and then take it to the next level as well. But, that is what it is that we do. We help them take that initial, get those initial goals and really, the thing is too, so many of them, like their goal might be, most of our clients' goals are at least 25K, or maybe 50. And that's the question, is like they come in, but then they haven't been they've been in business for 6 months. They have not had those fast successes like I did whenever I walked out from my 9-to-5 and launched my coaching business and stepped right into the $25,000 per month coaching business using my strategies, that I teach other people to do as well. But it is so many of them. So let's say, Andrea, that, you speak to them on the phone. They've had these goals of 50K per month and they're not hitting them month after month after month after month, and they're still there now, their last stretch on the phone. So should they down that goal, or should they up that goal, or what should they do with that goal that they're not hitting?
I do, and again, as a mindset coach, this is always what I go back to, is what's going on internally that could be blocking the flow. Because what I love about the Ninja Growth Strategy system, and what I tell people in our breakthrough calls, is the beauty of your system is that it cuts out all the fluff. And it's take action, and take more action. And so when those fear thoughts come up, and when those negative patterns of thinking going, you can't do this, you're never going to make that, you're never going to hit that, the way I coach my own clients to combat that fear is to take action. And so your system is beautifully designed, and it falls right in line with that. So if you're not meeting your goals, jump in this system, because you will be taking action every single day. And just positive energy that's brought to the table when you're in that flow and you're building momentum, it shows up in your business. It shows up in your clients. It shows up in your breakthrough calls. it's amazing how that works.
I agree. It is great. And the beauty of it is as well is that you are spending your time really, you're not spending your time like prospecting all the time. You're pushing a button a couple of times a day, and then you're getting the calls booked for you automatically. Once we get the targeting dialed in, and we get your messaging dialed in for like we do for our coaches, and we get the automation techniques dialed in, you're just pressing a button, and that's what we cover in the first 2 or 3 weeks. That's what you're doing, and get your messages and get people on the phone, right then, and then you're able to. It's not like you have all that time that you're able to really then create a group program and take your first people through it and do it that way. And then you're really only working once you get you a sales guy to take the 30 or 40 sales calls, 35 to 45 sales calls is what we get every month from my LinkedIn profile, just the one with no advertising. And that is what's possible. So if you have some sales people taking that, depending on the price of your program, you could easily do $25K per month or $50K. If your program is $10,000, and that's always, most of our coaches, as are coming in here, we help them double or triple their prices or 4 times their prices and get paid that, in the one phone call. We help them get that. And so they do have a lot of them, it's really just. But once you get that price right and you help them get that price right, really they can only need, like, if it's 5 clients. I mean, if your price is 5,000, then 5 clients, 5 people, whenever you're speaking to 25 to 35 or 45, like what I'm saying, the chances of targeted right people who have watched your webinar, which is the strategy that we use on LinkedIn, the targeted invite to a message to a webinar, and that's all automated, is, that's the strategy that you do whenever you're doing that, pressing a button. You're not having to do those wheels all the time. And then you've got a sales team taking your calls. And you've got a group program, like I have, it's a program that they go through, and then you speak with a training program created, and then they go through, they get help desk support, and they still get that sort of coaching, and then they get, they benefit from the group coaching where they learn from each other and all of that. You're working 5 to 10 hours a week, making 25 to 30 to 40K a month. Is if you only want to work 5 to 10 hours a week, that's how you do it. That's what's realistic as a coach. That's what I've been doing for the last 19 months now in my business since I launched Ninja Growth Strategies. But I did not start right out from nowhere, 18 months ago and launched my business to that. I have been an online entrepreneur since 2010 and have been figuring out things and made a lot of mistakes, so many that after my second business, I did start and sell 2 businesses, and after my second one, I did even have to file for bankruptcy after it. So I have been learning these. I have an MBA in online marketing and online business, and email marketing and copywriting have been the main things that I've gotten good at. And looks like Andrea, I think, popped off. There you are. You're back. But yeah, that's how I was able to do it so quickly, is because I have been in the game since 2010 and doing it and trial and error and figuring things out, and even working with, even though I use my unique LinkedIn Ninja Growth Strategies, I was working with a coach to help me launch it. I'm still working with a coach. I'm always wanting to be the best at, who I am, and also for my clients too. I want to be one step ahead of them so I can show them, how to do that $1 million and, and above is what we're doing. And so that is, that's exciting. And even without, I do have my book, but even without the best-selling book, we have clients that are hitting $5,000 to $10,000 to $15,000 per month by getting their first 1, 2, 3 clients in our program. I don't know if you saw, James just got a new client, his first high ticket client, Andrea. I don't know if you saw that celebration. Yeah, who just joined 2 weeks ago. Yep, he did his first high ticket client. His first, and he has got 4 calls booked between now and Christmas already with targeted leads. Yes. And also then one of our other newest clients, Michael, got 3 new clients as well. Wow. In Hawaii, and getting people now from all over as well, so running his business. So that's some big successes that just some people that just kind of spoke with, just help them, Andrea, help them have their breakthrough. So it's happening not just for me, it's happening for our clients as well. And Jessica Nazarali and her business was It Girl Academy. I think she's making some changes even after our coaching, where she was opened up after using our strategies for LinkedIn. She's also now working with men too. So she says, don't call it It Girl Academy anymore. But she got, I think in the first 2 weeks, she got 6 new clients by just changing things up to her current LinkedIn strategy. And then she was on track to get, between 10 to 20 clients a month from LinkedIn is what she's going to be doing. And, into her high ticket programs and making some changes. And so just some little tweaks. Some of our clients that have been at it for a while are really good at online marketing. And, we've got a lot of Facebook advertisers. They come because they want to figure out LinkedIn, because that's the special code that we've done. And it's a different crowd. The strategy is, as I wanted to let people know, it is, you just use your LinkedIn profile and send at least 100 targeted invites every day from using Sales Navigator, if you want to, for the best targeting, and using that and reaching out and going ahead then, and whenever they accept, send them a message that is inviting them to your webinar. And you can have that webinar as automated. It's a web class or online training, whatever it is you want to call it. I call mine a web class. And I did that 19 months ago to launch my business. And I have done that one piece of killer content once, and it positions me as the authority. I haven't been on here doing these videos. I'm saying I've been working 5 to 10 hours a week making 20 to 50 grand for the last 18, 19 months, so I haven't been doing these live videos. I haven't been doing these things, just as we talked about. If you achieve your initial strategies when you're deciding where's that sweet spot for you, the strategies that I use and that I teach to get you to that 25K per month that you can run on autopilot 5 to 10 hours a week. Yeah, you got to stretch it a little bit more to do the 50 or the 100. That's more like, okay, now we're talking 10 to 20 hours a week.
And I want to touch on that again as far as scaling back. As a coach, realistic always touches me the wrong way because I'm all about possibility. But I think you're absolutely right in that if you ask somebody what's their ideal amount of money they want to make, and everybody's at $1 million. Everybody wants $1 million, but not everybody is prepared up here to have $1 million. So if you imagine it like a ladder, and this ladder of advancement from where you're at now to that $1 million at the top of the ladder, you got to climb step by step to get there. So you set the goal higher to where you have to stretch. You could skip a couple rungs, but only as far as you can stretch. And so really that's where this system and you as a mentor and coach is remarkable, because you're not giving people, here's your modules, click and open and good luck to you. You're there to work with them and show them this is how you stretch. Or, can you really reach that rung? Or do you need to back it down just a little bit to where you're, not comfortable stagnant? Because we never want to be comfortable stagnant. But you also you can't skip steps. I mean, that's just the way it works. You can stretch, but you can't leap to the top of the ladder, because mentally there's changes and transformations that take place on this journey. The best part of having the vision is who you become in the process of getting there. So we can't skip steps. We have to grow and evolve with our vision, with our goals.
I love that. That's definitely well worded, well said. I need to a reminder of that too, because it is a creation process. Above all else, I consider myself a creator. Yes. And I even have an art degree actually, and a business degree, but yeah. And anyways, but yeah, I feel that is important. Now, the thing is too, yeah, you're right. Everybody does have $1 million goals. So they want the 50K per month or they want the 100K per month. I get it. I was there. I did decide to set my goal to 25K per month when I launched my coaching business, and I achieved that right away. And what do we know is, so if people, they've been talking to us trying to achieve their 50K per month for 6 months or a year, and they haven't gotten any, if any, that most of them have gotten any, if any, and these are their goals. So if I can help you then do 25K per month and start that in 8 weeks, and then you have, maybe not $1 million that year, but you got $330 extra in your pocket that year from this while you're figuring out your plan. Then from there, you think differently. You can see differently. You know, you can see the path to the $1 million from there. Are you going to be upset if I can help you get to that versus, you know, when you've been trying to get to $1 million? No, I don't think you're going to be upset. You know, that's why.
Well, and you know what?
Accelerator program get you up there.
Well, and Myranda, you know, the rising tide raises all ships. So you have a beautiful testimonial page that talks about the successes of the clients who've used these strategies. And so if that statement is true, that the rising tide raises all ships, then that same success is available to everyone. So the question becomes exactly, where are your goals in comparison to where you are ready to be? Because, you know, you can only do so much as a coach and mentor. That part's not on you. That part is the responsibility of the person to be honest with who they are and where they are in their journey. And is it reasonable to be putting 50K a month out there? Or do they need to scale back? And let me see how 25K feels. Because if you are going from 0 or 5K a month with a 50K a month goal, do you know what to do in that space? You know, it would be a stretch to say 25K a month for you, you know, so it's not limiting yourself. Again, the vision is where you hold the possibility, but these shorter term goals need to match where you're at energetically, where you're at in your journey, in order for you to see them coming into your reality. So, like I said, the testimonial page, I've had people who have different opinions about it. Or, you know, I know a lot of people will get into that mindset of, well, it worked for them, but it doesn't work for me. No, it's available to everyone. You just have to get into the mindset that those people were in when they put these strategies into place, and they were in it to win it. And I tell people this on our breakthrough calls. Myranda wants to work with people who are ready to blow this up because it's possible. It's available to you. But you got to be in that in it to win it mindset. And know that this is your end game. There's no plan B. You know, you're not, let me try this. And then if this doesn't work, I'm going to try this. No, you got to be all in. You got to streamline and say, this is my it. This is my all. I'm going to give this everything I have and take this through to the end.
Yes, I agree. You have to be, as one of our clients, Susan Sparks, has said, she said on the interview that I did with her, she said, you have to become your own client. You know, you have to become your own best client, at least for that period in that 8 weeks that you're going through, and you're building this simple automated LinkedIn funnel, a way of attracting and enrolling cold, high ticket clients, coaching clients from cold connections, that unique ninja growth system that we help our clients implement. And I even do it help you do it in an accelerator way, you know, so you can get things going quickly. But yeah, it does, as long as you have a way of, you know, achieving your plan. And what's good about that is that goal, the 25K goal. Now I'm not, you know, anyways, what's good about the 25K goal is that you have that, it's a totally doable. You know, I've done it. Many other coaches have done it. This is the way, you know, you can do it easily from this LinkedIn. You can just step right out and do it and have a way, build this funnel, get a way of, once you get that first 1 or 2 clients from this cold traffic, you're like, I can do this. I can do it. You know, you've got a funnel that's working. It's converting for you. You know that you're just constantly driving more of that same people. There's no shortage of them out there. Like even on LinkedIn, there's 2.4 million plus business coaches, you know, out there. There's over, I think there's like 700 million now, well over 500 million that are on LinkedIn in general. And so you're able to, that's the place. They're on there. Don't come tell me that your clients aren't on there. You know, we're very specific about the ones that we do even speak with on that breakthrough call. It's like, do we know that their clients are on there, that we can help them find them before we're even going to speak with you? Because that's just being in the easiest way possible too. You know, that's what I want to make sure that it's easy, that it's in my sweet spot, that I'm certain, 100% certain, you know, that we can help them find their clients and that they can. But yeah, so that's, you know, what I was thinking about with that initial goal. Like it's totally doable. And, you know, where I am, I'm around people now that are doing, you know, easily that 100K per month doing coaching. You know, my coach is doing 250K per month. I've worked with another coach as a coach. doing, in the online space, or, in general, and doing different things. And then another one that's 1.5 million, one of my mentors, ish, from coaching. So it's on fire. I mean, there are people that are doing it, a lady in my mastermind, she's doing, it was like 50, I think she did 47,000 last month, selling love. Mm-hmm. So 47,000 a month, coaching business, selling love. So I think that we can get these business coaches some love at selling business. I mean, love is a hard sell. I don't sell love. I don't take on selling love.
Right.
But that's what's possible right now in the online space and what is happening. So it's, get this initial goal. We can help you. We can show you how to do it. We can hold your hand and get you doing it. Then from there, pick up and look and say, because then there are lots of routes from there. There are different ways you can do it from there. We can discuss at that point what strategies, do you want to implement next to get to there. But let's get you to there. But the one you can get.
The next rung on the ladder, not the top, but just,
Yeah. Well, imagine, Andrea, really, you're a coach. You've been at this for a while. Yes. And, what would hitting, 25,000 per month, getting that right now, an extra 25,000 per month do for you in December, like if you had that this month?
Oh, that's amazing. And even more than just hitting that goal is what the Ninja Growth Strategies offers is it's the easeability and consistency that I think is so attractive. First of all, a lot of coaches, marketing isn't your thing. It's not where you want to be. For me, I want to be coaching. I don't want to be worrying about my next Facebook ad. I want to click a button, reach out, touch the people that need to connect with me, and then those people come through the funnel. That being said, the other thing, like I said, is the easeability and the consistency. It's not enough to hit that 25K a month and then never see it again. And the beauty of these strategies and this system is that the calls keep coming, the flow keeps generating. And so it's not just 25K a month, but it's 25K a month that you can count on, that you budget around, that you can invest in new ventures if you want to expand out in other areas. But this is your foundation.
Or even paid advertising. I just launch. We'll see how they convert. I have had some success one time, but not a lot. But with paid advertising, I just launched Facebook ads yesterday that I did get it approved. And so I'm going to see, that's where it is, that's what we're talking about. It's like after, that's a new strategy to get you to that next level, after you do these basic things, you can add different levels, but the Facebook ads. So with being able to, set the goal, what is too low and what is too high? With all of that we've been talking about here, I do not want to in any way discourage you from dream bigger. It's actually, for real, like dream big. And this says it's like play bigger or pray bigger. I think you can do it either way. So dream big. And so with that being said, and I want to tell a brief little story about one of my first adventures into entrepreneurship and the first $100,000 that I made the first year that I jumped all the way into business, and how I did that, where my goal for the year was $40,000 for the year. And I had just gotten divorced. This was back in 2011. And then that, with also owning 30% of a recruiting business that my sister had started, took out another $15,000 from my credit cards, put it in to bankroll us in that business. And I had already put some money into it before. And I went into work full time with that business and left my husband and set up with a little bit of money I had in my account, the note from that business, and the 30% owner. And and I put more credit into, pulled 15 grand and put it into there. And then I had a life list that I did like on January 1st, like kind of I was moving in to there, moving out from my ex and moving, this and that, and had that business. I was letting all of it ride on there. And I wrote down that my goal for that year was to make 40,000 is what I even wrote on my life months. Now, my sister, who is the one who got me into entrepreneurship, who got me where I even realized that there was out of small town Alabama. I just kind of followed her. She was a year, 19 months older than me. That's funny. And I started my business 19 months ago. But yeah, so she was 19 months older than me, and I just kind of did whatever it was that she did. And it was she's the one who was more into sales and that sort of stuff. And I was more into business and accounting and operations and, making shit happen and systems and things. And so she had that, the recruiting, and was doing it. She needed some help. She needed more money. She needed more business. She needed management. She needed a team. She needed more recruiters. And so that's whenever I jumped in as an owner with her and did that. And so I had that written on the board on she came to visit me. She was in Alabama and I was out in Idaho, and she came to visit me, and I had $40,000 written on my refrigerator. And she marked that out. She's like, I love this, the list you got going on, but $100,000. So I had $40,000 per year. And my goal originally, 2 or 3 years before that, or 2 years before that, when I went back to school, was $60,000 a year as a controller, was why I was going back to school to get my CPA, blah, 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 a second degree in accounting. And, that I ended up decided to do the business instead. But that was my goal, 60K. And now we're talking about making 40 and 50K a month, is what I've been doing with it. And we can do that. And just how quickly. But yeah, so she marked through the 40K and put 100K. And then we did, long story short, that year we made $250,000. And that was my first full year working with the company full time. We made $250,000 that year in that recruiting business. And from being able to doing email marketing and being able to go to our first event using that $15,000 that I took out on my credit, and put in to get us to go to our first event and to become known and to take over in that small space that we were in, veterinary specialty space. And that business we even sold that. So it was $250,000. I got whatever that. And then that year, and then we also even sold it, I think that same year, for where I ended up making like $400,000 that year. And in actual value. And so, yeah, so don't put too low is what I'm saying.
But that's exactly what you do for the people that work with you too, though, right? Because they come at you with their price points that are way beneath their worth, and you help them expose that and make those changes because you're crossing out their numbers too and going bigger for them. So, I mean, you're paying it forward just the way your sister did for you.
That's true. I've learned so much since getting out there as an entrepreneur, and I'm a lot like a lot of my clients, or our clients, the business coaches or professionals. We're really, we've done well professionally in our zone of follow Gay Hendricks and from the Big Leap, who I would recommend everybody listens to if you haven't listened to it on Audible. And even his newest book, I'm just loving it right now, The Joy of Genius. And he talks about living in your zone of genius, which is where I am now doing this sort of stuff. But most of us have been living in our zone of success, which is where we're making good money as a professional, and we're successful at it, but it still feels like work. So whenever I was doing more managing other people's business and some of these things, online operations and just operations in general, planning and this and that, I can do it, but I can also hire somebody else to do that, all these little nitty-gritty details. So if I'm doing that, all this behind the scenes stuff, then, and all the technical things that and even the accounting and the bookkeeping and whatever, all this stuff, or the human resources, I'm doing all that stuff, then I'm not doing these creative videos, or not just taking away from my time to work with my clients and using my creative genius to help them, with the copywriting and the strategy and those things, like what we do. Like, that's in my zone of genius. But a lot of us, so anyways, that's why I think that it is such a value for me being able to, I get where my clients are coming from. I kind of got into this entrepreneurship by my sister, and then I was out there and then got the bug where we had success, grew that 7-figure business, grew that business over $1 million and sold it. And I still stayed on for like 2 years and did some work, did some things, and then jumped out on my own and have been an entrepreneur, which is what I did want to, that I wanted to talk about that bit. That's just a quick story too. So after that one, I did a business. I knew then my set point was that 100K per month. So that's why I'm so confident. Like I did that one in that business as soon as I started it. I did the 100K, or 100K a year. In this, my second business on my own, I did it in my Ninja Growth Strategies. I'm confident that I can help our clients, get up to that level. But so I got the bug after we sold that recruiting business and I did launch an online community and it's an online pet community. And I wanted to grow it and sell it to my impossible dream. And I knew I was going to do it for experience. I'd even had a blog before that ended up being what my book was about, got lots of stuff going on. But so I did, my goal was to grow that and sell it to Facebook for $1 million. And it was just like an impossible, thing that I was wanting to do in a year or 2 years, maybe in 2 years, which, now thinking about how quickly I can get, how quickly you can get a coaching business to $1 million a year coaching business and just the easy way. I learned a lot. So I did make in that year, I made $105,000, but I ended up being upside down because I had the operations background and I had a whole big show going on. My goal was to create a whole big enough show that then I could get Facebook's attention and then I could sell it to them. I never even really thought about that. It needed to really be profitable. And so then I started spinning my wheels quickly, like, okay, because I had 600,000, I grew it quickly. I had 600,000 online followers. This is what I talk about in my webinar, that fortune before fame, comes from me doing all this. I created 600,000 Facebook, a community with 600,000, a 10,000 membership community, a loyal fan base. I did a documentary on public television. I did a book, even just for that. Did a lot of prize giveaways. So I ended up getting really good into. That's when I started studying online marketing and copywriting and sales pages and email marketing even more heavily. Working with a marketing coach myself, and I had to pull it out that next year. I'd gone out of money and credit because I put it all into that business. And did just too much. So that's why I recommend that you keep things so simple with this simple little LinkedIn funnel that we do without any advertising and without having to have the best-selling book that I did pay $15,000 for people to help me and make it a bestseller. You don't have to do that, you don't have to do that. But anyways, that's what I do is I help business coaches shorten that learning curve. So they can do it too, and they can not have to do it and keep not hitting their goals month after month after month, maybe give it up, go and work for somebody else. That's so common. Things like that, or have to go bankrupt. I want to really try to help people shorten that learning curve because it can be in the entrepreneurship journey. It can be treacherous. Let me tell you, it can be treacherous. But that's the thing is once you get some things figured out, you're able to help other people. And that's what I love is the beauty of the system, how easy it is just to help other people with it. So looks like we did just have some technical difficulties here. Andrea just popped off, but let's see what else she wanted to say, anything else about goal setting. So with that, what I really wanted to make sure that everybody knew, I'm going to see if there are any questions. Welcome back, Andrea. I'm going to check the
I don't know what's happening.
Check the Facebook group and see if there are any questions in there is what I'm going to do. And then if you had any final little things, but so what, kind of little that we would invite our viewers here to, and the members of the Art of Attracting Facebook, the Art of Attracting Coaching Clients on LinkedIn Facebook group, which is where we're coming to you live right now. So would you invite them to set a goal? What would you recommend? Anything?
I would definitely recommend that clarity in your vision because, and I can't stress this enough, when you're putting a dollar amount on your goals, you can't just, forgive me, pull it out of your ass. It's gotta hold meaning. Like Myranda, every time she talks about the 100K per month, watch her light up. That has meaning here for her, for her own reasons. That 100K is her sweet spot. Why is it her sweet spot? Not because of this, because of this. She feels it. There's a connection with her why, or there's a connection with her larger vision that 100K hits that point for her. So the clearer your vision, the more clarity you have within the vision, within the larger scale for your business, What price point, what money, what energy do you need in that space to have that success? Then take that dollar amount and scale that back. How does that translate per month? And then how does that translate to how many clients? That's the other thing. That's the other big thing that I want to stress. It's about service. You guys are reaching people, you're helping people in their businesses. This has this huge domino effect, and that's why I love what Myranda does and what she stands for, because she helps you guys to grow your business, which in turn grows the businesses of every client that you sign. So that being said, when you get that dollar amount, break that down to how many people do you need to serve to have that money translated into your account. Okay? Because then again, it touches a feeling tone, it goes back to your why, it goes back to that bigger picture of why you're doing it, and then you're all in. And then when you're working the Ninja Growth Strategy systems, you are in it to win it. Why? Not so much that dollar amount, but how that translates into the people that you serve. And that's the big picture. So get some clarity in that vision. Start there, work backwards.
Great. I think that's awesome. I did just put out, I appreciate that. I did just put into the Facebook group here, the way if anybody's out there right now, if they want to see like what would these strategies really look like for me, and really have your help, and the other experts that we have here. We have great seasoned coaches here at and experienced coaches and consultants here at Ninja Growth Strategies. And so if anybody's out there right now really wanting their breakthrough, they want help setting their goal, like talk through their price point, what is realistic, what could they achieve their goals, could they be one of the ones that steps right into that 25K per month coaching business after completing the program in 8 weeks, and builds that simple system that they can do working 5 to 10 hours a week, making an extra $330,000 next year, even if they're in your own business right now, or most coaches I know are not making that, I mean, really, that's one of the things too, is like, I came right out of the gate using this system that I have been using in other capacities and monetizing my LinkedIn connections and supporting myself as an online entrepreneur, figuring things out since 2010, so that's how I was able to do it so quickly. So, I knew that this system would work. I knew that I would be able to achieve that 25K per month, and I knew that it would work. And when you get the first one, it was like, bam, nailed it. When you get the first one through your webinar funnel from LinkedIn. And that's how our clients feel as well. So if that is something that you're looking for, you want to have that BAM, that automated LinkedIn webinar funnel that is up and converting and attracting. It's right now, it is still working. It is working. It is hot. It is growing. LinkedIn is the place to be for coaching clients. There's rumor out there that you can't get coaching clients on LinkedIn. Bullshit is what I'm going to call it. That is just because they have not done it before. That's because they have not done it. Does not mean that it cannot be done. I cracked that code of getting things going on LinkedIn from cold traffic and growing businesses. All of my money that I've made in any of these businesses, that's where they came from. And you're able to get a targeted list of people as well. And you still are using our automation tools. You're still able to get targeted email addresses, because I know LinkedIn, they made some changes with that, but using our tools and things that we do, our automation that we have our clients implement, you can still get that. So you get targeted people to market to without any advertising, literally at the press of a button. So it is good. But that is, so if you want to, so right now, what I would invite you to do is to go to watch that web class, to go ahead. If you set your goals on this planning and you're like, okay, I think I can do this 25K per month. Let's do it. Let's see exactly. I want to see exactly how to do it. What I go into on this web class, which is available for free at ninjagrowthstrategies.com, is exactly how the 5 shortcuts to do it. So yes, LinkedIn is one piece of that. That's in one of my shortcuts. I talk about that, but it's really it's how you to have a coaching business that you love, one that brings you the success, happiness, and impact and fulfillment that you're wanting, not one that you hated. Like that business that I was trying to grow, that I spent too much money in and wanted to sell it to Facebook. I did sell it and I did, make over $100,000 that year in the business, but I hated it. I ended up growing to hate it. I was too busy. I was having to spend so many, and I did attract clients and, we did marketing campaigns and social media campaigns. And I did LinkedIn for other people. I ran it as an agency. I ran an agency after that, doing these things using LinkedIn, but it was still like work. But this business I got going on right now with this model that I teach in that free web class and that we have our clients implement, of course, in our program. But the model is there. The model that I use and the model is in that web class. And it is the model that is the new model for business coaches right now that gives you that time, freedom, and success and impact that you want to create while creating still great value and even better value for your clients as well. So that's the step to do that. Watch that step, and then you will see that'll be your plan. So map out your plan, and then if you want to speak to guys, get on the phone with Andrea. Book a call with us at ninjagrowthstrategies.com/growth. And that's ninjagrowthstrategies.com/growth. What I would probably recommend,
one more thing is, and don't wait, guys. I know that as we come to the end of the year, everybody's got this idea that, well, after the first, I'm telling you, you can hit the ground running as of January 1 if you start to implement these strategies now. So if this is resonating with you and you've got this vision and you watch Myranda's web class and it's really hitting home with you, don't wait. Don't let fear set in and talk yourself out of it. This is the groundwork. This is the foundation. This is the sustainability that you need to see yourself all the way to the end of that vision. So don't put it off anymore.
Yeah, that is great. Well, I wanted to show another mug that I have here. I got hot tea and cold tea.
There you go.
And it's some sort of berry beet energy, anyways. But this one says money loves speed, which is exactly what it is that you're talking about right now. It's like, don't wait. And we're talking about dream bigger and money loves speed. You can do it. We're a $1 million a year coaching business is what we're doing here. And money loves speed. And so we are not pulling off the pedal here at the new year. We are going into the new year strong. And so with that, I did want to say that go ahead. We do have a couple of spots open because it is so important for you to have these goals and map your plan and just go into the holidays knowing, phew, I can breathe. I've got this. I've made this decision. Go ahead and get started on the material. You can get these things going and have your first client by New Year's. Be celebrating with us. It happens that fast, depending on where you are at your business and how committed and dedicated you are to having that be a reality. It does happen that fast, and we can help you we can help you definitely lessen the curve and make it reality a whole lot more realistic. So for sure. But if you want to, as Angel said, if this has spoken to you at all, speaking to you, and you want to go ahead and watch the web class and speak with us, what I would encourage you to do, we do have a couple of, because it is so important, we do have a couple of spots tomorrow on Saturday, and then we've still got a few spots left this afternoon on Friday. We've got 3 breakthrough coaches that are standing by right now that are able to speak with you about this. So go ahead and book your appointment, and you will, and then we're also taking calls on Monday, the first part of Monday as well. So we're pushing right through the holidays. And we do have, you will go ahead and book your call at that ninjagrowthstrategies.com/growth, which I did put in here in the chat on the Facebook. Go ahead and do that. And then you'll get a video. You'll get a thank you video from me, and that will give you a link to watch that web class so you can go in the back way. That way, if you want to go ahead and grab one of those few spots that we have still open to speak with the dedicated ones, we've only got 3 spots. We've only got spot for 3 new business coaches that we can take on into the program. And so that's what we've got to get these. We've got, let's speak with you, see if you're right for it. See if we know, we're certain that we can help you. And if we are, then we'll invite you to be a part of the program. If we do have the spots available. So if we don't invite you to be as part of it, we'll give you still some clarity about your business, and then we'll point you in the right direction. You'll get a free copy of my best-selling book, a PDF of it, The Keys, Unlock Your Dream Life. You get that once you complete your application to speak with us. And you get that as a download. And would you get a chance to speak with Andrea on the phone or some of our other awesome breakthrough coaches that we have here at Ninja Growth Strategies. I'm checking right now. I don't see any questions coming through. If you do still have some questions or you're watching this on the replay, listen, we've just given you a chance to speak one-on-one with one of us, one of our expert breakthrough coaches here at Ninja Growth Strategies, to map out a plan for you to help you find that sweet spot with your pricing, help you get that clarity that you're looking for on your targeting as well, help you really set a goal that it excites you, like Landry was saying, like my goal excites you, but also, okay, this is where we know that we can get. Let's talk about it. Let's get you up. Let's get you up out from where you are now. And if you didn't do at least 6 figures in your business this year, and you know that something needs to change, and you're looking for, you've heard of LinkedIn, you think that it's a good place, you've heard of webinars, that your webinar is converting, you know that you can probably get some things online, but you're not really sure, or you're currently in a job right now and you're like, okay, I really do want to get out of this job. I want to go ahead and try this coaching thing and really do it. Now's the perfect time to start right now at the beginning of the year. People are going to be making a lot of changes in their businesses. People are going to be making a lot of changes in their lives. People are motivated to make change right now by these seasons, and that is, take advantage of that. So that's a wonderful time for coaches to go ahead and start attracting and enrolling. We're very specific. Yeah, we do LinkedIn, but we're not a social media agency. We're a lead growth and client getting, sales and revenue getting, time back getting company, and systems and automation and conversions and traffic. So that's what what excites me when I eat, sleep, and breathe and teach and help our clients implement as well. So you don't have to. You can focus on the things that you love. So that is about all the time that we have here right now. Andrea, I do want to thank you for being here. And if you want to, give a little shout out to the people that are going to be watching this and are going to want to speak with you. So if you want to give a little shout out, just so they'll go ahead and take advantage of that option to call in and to book.
If you guys, like I said, if you're resonating with this material, if you're getting even a little bit excited about taking your business to the next level, please schedule one of those spots. They are filling up fast with the holiday, but I would love to speak with you. And my favorite part of this job or this opportunity is to listen to the vision that you guys have for your business. It really lights me up. It excites me. I hear you getting excited, and Miranda's passion is to help you get there. That's what she does. This is what this is about. And so I would love to speak with you, help you get some clarity, and then make sure that we're aligned and that our strategies can help you take your business to that next level. And if we are in agreement with that, then let's get the ball rolling. Don't wait. People are out there waiting for you to get this together and help them. So let's get on it.
Yes, I definitely agree. It is the wonderful time to do it. Mm-hmm. Wonderful time to go ahead and take action and get a chance to speak with one of us here, and make sure that what's the great thing is then it just really gives you that going to the holidays, knowing that you have a plan and you have a way of achieving your goals, and you can spend some more time then thinking about how your life all the ways that your life will change. That's the first exercise that we actually have our clients do once they do come into the program. This that I'm talking through with you right now is how to set their initial goals, how to find that sweet spot, and then how to go ahead and start acting as if that is the reality, because they've now invested in getting in their coaching business. They've also, we're going to be helping them implement the system. So how will their lives change in this year or in the next, 8 weeks or 10 weeks, and how would their clients' lives change as well by them, going ahead and helping to change their lives too. And that's what I watched. I don't know if any of y'all out there follow Sam Ovens from Consulting Accelerator. I follow him sometimes, and I watched some of his YouTube videos, and he said that was talking about what your North Star is, and that's how you judge your business as a success, or what you use as your radar. And so he said that he uses the product, I guess, as his North Stars or whatever, clients' results. And so I really feel in our business is something that's been really important to me always from the beginning, is to help your client, and why I chose to work with business coaches instead of with the actual entrepreneurs or business owners or executives themselves, implementing these strategies is because I feel like I can impact more people. So to me, it's all about us getting your clients results, getting you the chance to work with more people that you can help, and getting well paid for that. And that's what really juices me up or lights me up or excites me, is whenever, it's you getting clients and you're sharing your clients' results, because you have those gifts, your creative genius to share. And that's why I chose to work with you instead of sharing my genius with the individual companies. It's because I feel like that way I'm able to impact more. So that we want to help you get your pricing, so it's at least 10 times value for your clients that you help them, and we help you set that. We help you come up with your mindsets and beliefs and affirmations around that, and we help you really set that as your North Star, as your mission. Really help you set those. And then once you have that vision, like Andrew said, that vision and that why, and then now we're off to the races with the growth class office, where we start, the next week. But we help you even create your program too, a client attraction offer that we know that can sell. So you don't have to have a group program to come in here. You don't have to have a group, you don't have to have a coaching business. You don't have to want to change things up. You can just need more leads, client sales, and revenues. We'll help you with that. But if you want more freedom and time too, we'll help you with those things as well. We'll help you run your business in an easy flip-flop freedom business like I've been doing. Well, all right. I hope everybody does have a good holiday and a good weekend. And again, that web class is at ninjagrowthstrategies.com. And that is the free web class, How to Make Six Figures This Year as a Business Coach on LinkedIn in 2019, six figures and beyond. That's where you're going to want to go ahead. And remember, that's where I do go into detail about how to structure your coaching business as well, and some key things in there. So that's not, we do go over LinkedIn, but it's going to give you some clarity that you need, because it's not just LinkedIn. You got to have that business structured in a certain way to be able to really achieve that, $25,000, $30,000, $40,000 per month, working 5 to 10 hours a week. It's got to be structured in a certain way. So that free web class does start that. So again, that's at ninjagrowthstrategies.com. And you can go ahead and book a call with us at ninjagrowthstrategies.com/growth. And that is ninjagrowthstrategies.com/growth. And that will be the free breakthrough call that you'll get a chance to speak with Andrea or Lewis or Nelson or some of the other experts that we have here at Ninja Growth Strategies, one-on-one, specifically about your business, help you set your goals. And you'll also, by booking that call, you'll get a free copy of my book, a free PDF of my book once you complete your application. And we will, if we feel like it's a good fit, and we know that 100% certain that we can find and target and help you, and we do invite you as one of the few lucky ones to join the Ninja Growth Accelerator that we have for business coaches, then then I will be super excited for you because that would be that'll be a way that you'll be able to reach your goals. And then if not, then you'll have the book. We'll map out a way to we'll point you in the right direction. We'll point you in the right direction either way. So, all right, I'm wrapping up here, but that is at ninjagrowthstrategies.com/growth. And it has been my honor. I am Myranda Love, here with you once again, the CEO and founder of Ninja Growth Strategies and international bestselling author of the book, The Keys, Unlock Your Dream Life. And it has been my pleasure being here with you in the art of attracting high-ticket coaching clients, or on LinkedIn Facebook group that we have, and with our mindset and breakthrough coach here, Andrea Brandon. Thank you for joining us, Andrea.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So if you're watching this video on YouTube and you're not currently a member of the Art of Attracting Coaching Clients on LinkedIn Facebook group, then I do invite you to check that out as well. Again, that's the Art of Attracting Coaching Clients on LinkedIn Facebook group. And so be sure to check that out so you can join these live Q&A videos and ask your questions and speak with us. Speak with us live. All right. Talk soon.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Thanks, Andrea. Bye, everybody.
Bye.